Pharmacy Warner. In this video, we're going to cover an important topic, cell. We include prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell, the physiology and anatomy, introduction, function, type, and difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. We mainly focus on eukaryotic cell. First, introduction. First cell was seen by Robert Hooke in 1665, which is a dead cell in plant. Normally, cell has a size of 1 micrometer to 100 micrometer. In human, the largest cell is ovum while the smallest cell is sperm. Next is definition. Cell is the smallest fundamental, structural and functional unit of living organism. Characteristics of cell. Cell is the smallest unit. It is a building block of life. Normally we know cells combine together and form a tissue, and that tissue combine together and form organs in the body. That's why we call a cell building blocks of life. Every cell in body died and new cell is generated except neuron cell. From the start to the end of the life, neural cells stays there and never died. In human body, there are trillions number of cells exist. There are a apparatus which is called hemocytometer, which is used to count the blood cells. I added the picture here, you can see. Next, we're going to cover the difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. First, size. Prokaryotic cells are small in size, ranging from 0.5 micrometer to 100 micrometer, while the eukaryotic cells are larger in size from 10 micrometer to 150 micrometer. Cell wall. Cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan in prokaryotic cell, while in eukaryotic cell it is made up of cellulose in plant and chitin in fungi. Chitin is a chemical component. Next is nucleus. In prokaryotic cells, no membrane-bound nucleus is present, while in eukaryotic cells, a membrane-bound nucleus is present. Next is ribosome. Ribosomes are present in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, but in prokaryotic cells, the ribosomes are smaller in size and are of 70 S types, while in eukaryotic cells, they are larger in size and are of 80 S types. DNA shape. In prokaryotic cell, DNA shape is cellular, while in eukaryotic cell, it is linear. Next is cell division. Prokaryotic cells follow the binary fission in the process of cell division, while in eukaryotic cell, meiosis and mitosis process follows for the division of the cells. In prokaryotic cell, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, and lysosome are absent, while in eukaryotic cell, all of these are present. Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, and lysosome. Next, you can see the picture of the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. The example of prokaryotic cells is bacteria, mycoplasma, blue and green algae. Normally we can say unicellular organisms, while eukaryotic cells are present in animal, plants, protists and fungi. You can say multicellular organism. All of this part of the eukaryotic cells we're going to cover in upcoming slides. So first we're going to cover the cell membrane. Cell membrane form the outer boundary of cell, and it allows the protein, mineral, ions to enter or leave the cell. It is made up of lipid bilayer of three types of lipid molecules. First is phospholipid, which is 75% of the cell wall, cholesterol, which is 20% of the cell wall, and glycolipid, which is 5%. You can see the structure of cell wall. It has channels through which ions and minerals and proteins are go inside or outside of the cell according to the need of cell. Next is function of cell membrane. It provides proper shape to cell. It allows the entry and exit of essential substances like protein, minerals, ions throughout the cell. It protects the cell to enter non-essential substances throughout the cells. Next is nucleus. In this picture, you can see the nucleus, which is center of the cell, and a nucleolus, which is also in the center of the nucleus. So nucleus is discovered by Robert Hooke in 1831. It is present in the center of the cell and it is the biggest part of cellular organ. So the nucleus is the biggest part of the cellular organ. We can see the picture here. It covers by nucleus membrane. Nucleus also has a nucleus membrane here. Next we're going to cover is nucleolus. It is present in the center part of nucleus. So we can see the picture here. Nucleolus is present in the center of the nucleus. Yes. Next is chromosome. Hair-like structure present in nucleus or nucleoplasm, which is known as chromatin. After cell division, this chromatin changes to chromosome. I will explain this through these pictures. So this you can see the picture of nucleus and a small round here, it is a nucleolus, and this hair-like structure is chromatin. After the cell division, it converts into this structure. You can see the picture here, which is chromosome, and this chromosome has the DNA inside of it. Next is cytoplasm. All the cellular content between the cell membrane and nucleus is called as cytoplasm. It has two broad divisions, cytosol and organelles. Cytosol. Cytosol is the fluid portion of the cytoplasm, which is about 55% of the total cell volume. And organelles, specialized structures within a cell that has a specific shape and perform a specific function. We can say organelles are Golgi body, ribosome, lysosome. All these things are covered in, we can say these things are organelles. First we are going to cover the mitochondria. Mitochondria is an oval-shaped structure which is in the size of 0.5 micrometer, present in cell in many numbers. These are present in many numbers. It is called the powerhouse of the cell. They are larger in number in active organs like liver, muscle cells and kidney. So here I added the picture of the mitochondria. You can see the capsule-like or oval-like structure, and it has a DNA inside of it. Ribosome also present. Lysosome. Lysosome is a cell organelle which is part of intracellular part of digestive system. Lysosome has three main functions: breakdown or digestion of the macromolecules like carbohydrate, lipid, protein and nucleic acid. The next function of the lysosome is cell membrane repair. In case of any damage in the cell membrane or cell wall, the lysosome is perform a function of reparation. Next function of lysosome is it responds against the foreign substances such as bacteria, virus and other antigens. Next is Golgi complex or apparatus. Golgi complex function is a factory in which protein received from the endoplasmic reticulum are further processed and sorted for transport of their eventual destination like lysosome, plasma membrane or secretion. So normally Golgi complex works as the storation of protein which is received from endoplasmic reticulum and it transported to lysosome, plasma membrane and secretion out of the body. Next is ribosome. Ribosome is a cell organelle made into nucleolus of nucleus by RNA and protein. So ribosome is made by the rRNA and protein in the nucleolus of nucleus. It mainly situated on endoplasmic reticulum, which is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum. We see details of endoplasmic reticulum in upcoming slide. The free ribosome works in the synthesis of protein that are released into cytosol and used within the cell. So endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a tube-like structure present in cytoplasm of cell. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulums, ribosomes present on the endoplasmic reticulum. That's why it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, while on smooth endoplasmic reticulum ribosomes are absent. We can see the picture here. The yellow part are the ribosomes which are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. This is called rough endoplasmic reticulum, while the upside here, these are smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Here the ribosomes are absent. The function of human cell. So we discussed the cell is the functional structure and fundamental unit of the living organism. So it is normally, we can say, responsible for the growth. In complex organisms such as human, the tissue growth by simple multiplication of cell. This point is, we also discussed this point earlier. The transport of the minerals, ions, protein, carbohydrate, lipid, the cell is responsible for the transportation of them. Energy production also occurs in the cell, metabolism and reproduction. So we further discuss this point which we cover above. So cell membrane, it controls what enters and leaves the cell. It is the function of the cell membrane. Nuclear membrane control what enters and leaves the nucleus. It also controls the entrance or exit of the what kind of material are entering or exit from the nucleus. Next is nucleus. It controls the center. It controls center of the cell wall. So in cell, nucleus is the main part which control everything. Chromosome. It is genetic information in the nucleus. Endoplasmic reticulum, transport system of the cell in the cell. Ribosomes, organelle makes protein. Ribosomes are responsible for the formation of the protein. Golgi body, organelle package protein. So mainly it store the proteins. Vacuoles stores water and waste material. Lysosome break down old cell parts. Okay, so lysosome is responsible for the breakdown of the old cell parts which are normally, can say, destroyed already. Mitochondria, organelles for cellular respiration and provide energy. So thank you for coming to Pharmacy Burner. Please like, share and subscribe to my page Pharmacy Burner.